by Philippine Coffee Board. I really want to try this. This is what's being roasted, sampled today. So you can see it. Thank you, Philippine Coffee Board, for providing the sample. Thank you, DTI, for providing the sample as well. sample that Philippine Coffee Board sent. This is 1 pound of Benguet single origin. Look them up, follow them on Instagram. So don't question how much a cup of coffee is. Good morning, good morning. From the island. Look at how that turned out. Whoa. Can't wait to try it. Warren J, what's up? Alright, thank you for joining us, and thank you again, Philippine Coffee Board, for providing these samples. We got a few more. Can't show you yet until we film it, but yeah, thank you again, Chit. We really appreciate it down here. And yeah, coffee for a cause. Women in coffee, look them up. Look them up. So yeah, these are coffees locally roasted here in Philippines. Hopefully we can get some more. And if you already know what we roast here, we roast Bukod and Mount Apo. Turned out really nice. I know the video doesn't do it justice. The smell, even the color, by looking at the video and by looking at it, just yeah, it's like really nice. Oh, that smells good. Thank you, ladies, for all the hard work. So just know that they're working really hard to do this for us. So, all right, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, it is now.
So let's try this again. Take a lot. I don't know what this is, but so earlier this week, I had roasted these coffees that were donated by Philippine Coffee Board and DTI-LA and Philippines. So we have 2 bags that Alice and Bea are going to buy, and they know where this money's going. It's going to go back to the Philippines. A large percentage of it, probably 100% of it, will go back to these women in coffees. So, yeah. And then we're going to brew it through the ground control, and then we're going to brew it through AeroPress. And this is our millionth take because our cameraman isn't paid today and he didn't have coffee. But now he's a coffee guy though, so we'll see.
Converted coffee guy.
Yeah. So we're gonna take, this is the AeroPress, the ground control, sorry. So the ground control is a cool batch brewer that has, you could program a bunch of recipes in. The people that help me, like ground control, like super supportive of what we do here. So they customize the recipes and yeah, I can always call them up, you know. That's why I always thank the ground control team for the support. So let me grab the coffee. Coffee. Hopefully we have enough. Should be. So this is a private coffee tasting if anyone's wondering, and if other people want to try to help us get some of these money back to the Philippines, we might have a series of these. So we'll have these coffees, probably have 2 bags only, and then we'll do the same thing, this coffee tasting experience. This is our first go at it. Obviously we're not good the first time, not a home run. This is our, I don't know, millionth time recording, because obviously I don't know how to use IG or anything. So if anyone's interested in giving back to the Philippines, we have these coffees here. Or if not, you can come in and try the coffees that we have now. So I don't know what to say right now, because this is, like I said, it's a millionth take, but we're going to do it AeroPress too, and then the ground control. And if you get a close-up of the ground control, these are the recipes that we have here. And there's like other things that you can do with it, like 8-minute cold brew recipe, lattes, iced lattes. And yeah, we do these single cup. They're not very often, but we do them. Just in case people want to see the process, right? And the ground control is what I say it kind of encompasses all the coffee brewing processes, from immersion, siphon. So yeah, that's why it's cool. And if you look at one bean, you can make several types of recipes for that one bean. And yeah, we do AeroPress here at Teofilo too. That's our manual coffee brewing process. Is it recording, bro?
It is.
Okay.
Still going,
I see you saying live.
All right, good. We just want to double check. You know. And if you don't know, Wilson is from the movie industry. So I don't know how. He is, man. If you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean, actually. So yeah, if anyone wants to join these private coffee tastings, I think we're gonna have these coffees, and if you guys want us to try like new recipe stuff, yeah, let us know.
I'll
Yeah, if you have any questions too, you guys are free to ask. I can't have all the fun here.
How long does that usually take?
So depending on how much coffee we're brewing, but for the single cup, it's about 35 grams. So that's about a 12-ounce cup, so 340 grams. But that's the recipe that was given to me by Arabica.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't come up with that. They assisted in creating that. So if you can smell, that's the.
Oh man, that smells so
Can
good.
you smell that, camera? Camera guy.
That's refreshing.
So I know you didn't smell it earlier.
Yeah, that's so refreshing. That wasn't a candle. I'm gone. Drinking it and smelling it at the same time? Okay.
So you want to get it close here, Wilson? I'm gonna go ahead and push this button here. So Teofilo's coffee number 1 cup here, and then just hit brew. So now it's filling the basket with the hot water, and this is the immersion part of it. So as you can see, it's not touching the grounds necessarily, so I'm gonna have to manually stir it.
That's tight.
But normally, like if it was like a 2-liter air pot or a 3-liter, it's definitely gonna stir it, right? And you could control even that feature. The temperature of the water, you can control all that in here. Just making sure it gets a good mix in there. That's good enough. So right now it's just there's a steep time that it's doing, so there's gonna be a lot of like dead air right now. So I'm gonna grind the other 25 grams for the AeroPress style. Hopefully we have enough. Like I said, I think this is just about enough of it. And it's a different grind for this recipe through this machine. So this is going to be a little bit finer because that's what they had recommended for me. On the AeroPress, it's going to be medium to fine, and you'll see that here. So this is 25 grams. This is just about right. Look at that. It's like meant to be. Look at that.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw the number.
It's like
25.
I was really excited to try this coffee because normally, like when I do roast, I'll sample, obviously, right? But like anticipation for this, like to have you guys here for the tasting, like trust me, it was really hard to not try the coffee, right? So, like I said, this is my first time. Smell that there. So that's a different medium to fine grind.
Is that the same one?
Yeah, but just a different type of
Oh, I
grind.
like it. I like the finer it is, the better.
Yeah. So before I start on the AeroPress, maybe I should do them at the same time. And I should probably put this cup before it just like, it pours all over the place here. So while that's making there, I'll get the AeroPress going.
Wide shot.
The wide angle.
But he's union, so union rates apply.
So that one's brewing as you can see in the back right now. So right now it's pulling the coffee slurry through, and it's gonna create that airy like foam, like another texture to it. And then even in the pour, it's gonna create that aeration, like to give the coffee flavor that difference, like the separating thing. So while that's going, I'm gonna start the AeroPress too. Okay. I should have had a race. I think I would have won this one. AeroPress versus the machine. Well, you know what would have been cool too is if we would have blindfolded you guys or not know what the process was.
Ooh.
And then like, so next idea is for the next one.
How many cups can you make at a time with this? Is this
Probably
one?
like, I would say 2, 3.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Cups. And yeah, like with the AeroPress, like I always tell, like it's gonna sound biased for me, but there's only one AeroPress, right?
Yeah.
But pour overs, there's tons of them. Like you get a Daiso or whatever. Like, there's a lot. And yeah, in the definition, pour over, right? You're literally just pouring over the grounds.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing. It just doesn't get the full taste of the coffee. You could do that, but you control that with a grind and stuff like that. But with AeroPress, you could do cold brews, like kind of French press stuff, espressos. There's a lot of recipes, good following behind it. Sponsor me. That's good.
Tag them. Tag them.
No, I mean it's cool with them too because I've been talking to them back and forth, and we're official sponsors for them.
Oh, wow.
We work and we sell the Go.
Yay.
I think we're the only store that sells the Go, AeroPress Go, and we sell obviously the OG AeroPress. So this one's about ready. And yeah, this is the carbon fiber race edition, only at Teofilo's. You can get this.
Somebody's asking 2 to 3 6-ounce cups or full 8-ounce cups with AeroPress.
8 ounce. 8 ounce. Yeah. So yeah, AeroPress is kind of one of those where it's really hard to get like multiple cups out of. You just have to play around with like the coffee like recipes. And yeah, it's like travel size, portable, all that stuff. The original one that I have, I've had for I think like 12 years or so. Same one. It's worn out, but it still works. And yeah, I use it a lot because I travel. Right? I travel a lot, and yeah, it's portable. Like I said, it's gonna sound like I'm making a commercial for AeroPress. But yeah, that's why I like it. Because there's only one of those. So, all right, the tasting begins. And like I think that I've already worn. You have your cup? Yeah.
Yes, right
All
here.
right. All right.
Cup set?
All right. So, which one first? Is it your guys' choice?
You pick.
Let's start with that one.
All right, this one, and then if anyone doesn't know, Wilson is not a coffee drinker. I'm going to repeat this like multiple times in the video. If we could convince him to drink a black cup of coffee, I mean that's a win, right? So, and he's going to be really honest with the cup. So sorry, I know you're anxious to try it. Ladies first, like, chill. So there's that. There's that.
Robin, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Virtually, or what is it like?
Like, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Like air cheers.
Air cheers.
Air cheers.
Air cheers.
Arrow cheers.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
I like it.
Ooh, it's like really refreshing.
Yeah.
Which one is this one?
This is through the ground control. So let's see Wilson. Facial.
Not a coffee drinker. Trying this.
He's a camera guy by day.
It's too bitter.
All right, that's good. All right. Not that that's a bad thing. Maybe it's something we have to dial in on the ground control to make the recipe a little bit better, right? So go ahead and finish this cup, and now we're gonna try the AeroPress. And this is not an AeroPress versus a ground control. This is probably something we need to dial in on the ground control side.
The ground control is more finer, right?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit because how it's pulling it through the machine. I know why they want it finer, just because of like trying to pull the body out of the coffee.
Uh-huh.
It just maybe we have to play around with that a little bit to make that less bitter part. But I mean, it's still for me like it's still
Yeah,
I could still drink this, but that's a biased answer for me though, you know, because yeah. But from Wilson though, that's different. 'Cause he's not a coffee guy.
I can drink this in the morning. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
And yeah, and you'll know that you're giving back to the women of the Philippines like the coffee.
Yes.
And obviously that's why you guys are here to help part of that. And you guys are huge supporters for me, especially your mom.
Team Teofilo.
Yeah, your mom is a huge supporter.
The coffee plug.
Yeah. So you guys ready for the AeroPress?
Yes.
Right?
We're all like, we're ready.
Is that? Yeah.
I need a dump.
Look at Ross' face, I'm gonna punch you.
How dare you? Just know that the women in Philippines, not true.
Then get mad at you.
Yeah.
Cuss you out in Tagalog.
Yeah.
All right, round two.
Round two. Air cheers.
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 Yeah, I do with this one. There's a big difference.
Like I don't know. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna sound harsh on me, but this tastes better.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna,
just
yeah.
like clear.
I don't know what it is.
And
It
like
was
brighter.
smooth.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very like.
Yeah.
But you know-
and like I said, it's more on the dialing in of that. I just wanted to try it to be part of that. Part of like the coffee sampling, right? It's just I know there's a book way of doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I'm out of the book, right? So this is not part of the coffee tasting experience. Normally we would drink the coffee like sampling with like cowboy style, where it's like coarse ground and you measure a certain amount and you use this type of temperature and you're sipping it with a spoon and then you're kind of trying to figure out where the flavors are in the coffee. But I'm like, wait a second, like what if we consume it like how consumers drink it, right?
Yeah.
So I would rather hit a home run and do what everyone else is doing instead of what this book tells you to do. Like, you should do it this way. I'm like, why can't we do it this way? Do it through the ground control, do it through the AeroPress.
Different ways.
Just different ways, right? And there's like a million recipes. You can do iced, stuff like that. We just don't have enough samples. But yeah, but you will have the opportunity to do that on your own. With these are the only 2 bags. The 2 bags that you have. Actually, your bag's over there, but yeah, these are the only 2 bags that were roasted here that you guys Yeah, it's
That's
so
crazy. I honestly thought when it's done in there, it would be this one, like
the
one,
winner, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then this one, I was like, it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And it's not, like I said, it's not bad. Like I said, there's probably something that I need to do and work with them to build the recipe better. So yeah. So let's get Wilson's impression of the AeroPress coffee.
And the verdict is,
It's more smooth. And
yeah.
I can handle this one.
By the way, he's not paid, all right? He's not a paid actor. I don't even know this guy. You found him on the streets. No, actually, me and Wilson go back. But the reason why we want him in here is because he's not a coffee drinker, and we want to convince people that do not drink coffee black that if you make it correctly, the coffee, it's drinkable. Right? So, yeah, I think
That was a good shot. I know. I was like, what did she do? That was,
I also wanted
and
to
that's
film
why that's why we're not camera people, we're not media people.
But that was
we
my
would never
thinking.
get that.
I wouldn't even think of that. I would just be like,
So I think to summarize it, what is your thoughts?
you go first, though.
If I had to drink coffee, I would drink the AeroPress. The
Plug.
ground control.
Hey, put the script away, man. Put it away.
No, I would agree. I don't know. Like I said earlier, this was way smoother. Like I drink coffee every day, but it was just finer, smoother, so much more enjoyable to drink. That's just me though.
You can't take my word for it because I'll just yeah. We have an AeroPress mural. So you know where I'm headed with this. Like that's already a win. So Alice, please, your feedback.
I really liked it. It was like a full-bodied coffee. I did like the AeroPress better because I felt like there was like just a bolder flavor to it. But it was really good.
So yeah, we're also working on too is we're working with the artists who made our mural to make a custom something for the AeroPress. So I know everyone wants to buy the AeroPress, but we're trying to hold back in actually selling them because it's gonna have a wrapped design,
I'll wait for that
special edition.
First to
Yeah. So that we're also working together with Bun, who the artist is, and we're gonna try to obviously whatever money gets made, some of that will go to the Philippines. So it's all about like trying to work with other people to try to help us do this thing, right? So thank you for joining us, and like I said, if anyone wants to do this with these other coffees, please hit me up. Cool, thanks.
What do you do?
So wait, are you gonna sell like that one, but with the Teofilo design?
So what I'm doing right now, I'm getting ready for a single cup through the ground control, and we can do that here. This is programmable to do single cup, 3 liter or 2 liter, 8-minute cold brews, yeah, stuff like that. There you go, behind the scenes shit. So I'm gonna open up this sample bag. So this coffees were sent by Philippine Coffee Board and were roasted on Monday. And Alice is a guest. She's gonna be coffee tasting these coffees in 2 different forms through the ground control and obviously through AeroPress. And I myself have not tasted it, so we're gonna find out how good these coffees are. You can stop. The camera guy messed up already.
You gave it to me like this. I thought I was recording.
No, you are live.
Are you sure?
I see you live.
Now I am. Because I saw it like earlier. I'm like, wait a second, why is the button not on? I said, Wilson, hey, I don't know if you can make it in this business, bro. But the movie industry ain't working for you, right?
Go back to my day job.
Yeah.
was not hot.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, dude.
No worries. That's why I was like, wait a second, why does that button look like it's not on? And look, I'm not an expert, but it looked like it was not mixed.
I rarely ever do live.
Me neither. I sometimes do. So if you missed the whole 30 minutes, we brewed through the ground control, and now we're doing the manual method of the coffees that were roasted on Monday. Yeah. So this is the AeroPress stuff. And
Oh, should I?
you don't have to. All right, let's see if we get. You have coffee now?
No, I drink it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is AeroPress, and we still have this one too in case you wanna like go back and forth. Wilson, you know you're gonna have to drink that again, and get your facial expression this time, not recorded. I think AeroPress is for me at least. This tastes better.
The AeroPress makes it like fuller.
Yeah. All right, Wilson, your turn. Yeah.
A non-coffee drinker?
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully the camera's on this time. Is this better than the first one? How about that?
This one is better than the first one. It's
Okay,
much
so is it drinkable in the form that it's in right now without sugar and all this other shit, right?
Yeah, I can handle it better than the first one.
Than the first one, really?
Yeah. Yeah. The bitterness is very strong on the first one, which was.
So this is why I wanted him to try it, is because he would be honest about the coffee. He's not a coffee guy. He doesn't like black coffee. He's not a paid actor, obviously, or a camera guy by any means. So yeah, we recorded. We thought we were recording earlier. So let me back up here. So the coffees that Alice is going to buy is from Benguet, and where is it? It's here. This was roasted on Monday, and the proceeds will go back to the Philippines, and this is a partnership with Philippine Coffee Board and DTI-LA in Philippines. So we'll probably have a series of these things. I'm going to roast these other coffees that were given by the Philippine Coffee Board and DTI. Right? So we'll have maybe a total of six bags, 3 more in this series here, and then yeah. And yeah, you missed the first half. We threw through the ground control, the single cup method, and the AeroPress here. And I think thumbs up for the AeroPress like brewed style, right?
Yeah.
Even from the non-coffee drinker, right? Just want to make sure that everyone knows that Wilson himself he's not a coffee guy. He drinks that sugary shit from Starbucks.
Very rare. I drink coffee.
Yeah. So would you drink this cup here, right?
If I was gonna drink coffee, I would drink this one.
Okay. Trust me, he's not a paid actor, people. Like, he's not paid. Like, barely. So thank you for joining our 15-minute video. Could have been longer, but at least you guys got to see the process from it being roasted to now it's being bagged, and now it's going to Alice, and then now the money will in return go back to the Philippines. So that's kind of what our mission is all about here. And obviously creating this small private sessions and tastings, maybe with other people too. Whoever's interested, DM us and we'll make it happen, especially on these other ones that you saw here. We have one more guest who also is going to try the coffee exactly the way that you guys did. So, thank you.